Every day that I wake up, don't talk, get this cake up. Man, 2 minutes stay, bruh, 2 minutes stay, bruh. Don't try me and stay, bruh. I can't help that you stay, bruh, help that you stay, bruh. What you talking on relay, bruh? You better stay. Girl, Miss Ride. I'm the, spiritualist, a mentor, and here we go to the interviewing of our second guest on this page here.
Good morning, everybody. Well, actually, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising.
How is everybody doing this rising? That's
I'm
that's
doing great. Like I'm doing great. Like the energy been kind of, challenges, but it's all for the best. For us to have this breakthrough that's
Yeah.
going on right now. I'll just keep pushing it, even though my body is tired, but I'm still here.
no. For I'm so happy that you said that. When I say the energy has been challenging, and I don't know if I don't even know what the planets is up there doing, but I need them to reconfigure their alignment.
Mm.
Cause the way I feel like I just been being tested after tested, I'm gonna go off, and I'm trying not to go off because I feel like that is the lesson, not going off,
Right.
controlling that.
Right.
I,
I love that because it's all a test, and the same way that you feeling that energy have been just here. And I'm like, nah, it's all a test. I gotta keep reminding myself it's all a test. Like we got control of our energy or whatever. How they feel, that's their karma.
Right. Well, this morning we have with us my mom, Asia Wilson,
how y'all doing? How y'all
some
doing?
anonymously know her as Rachel Smalls.
Mm-hmm. MIA.
Grand Rising Goddess.
How you doing?
I'm
This is
doing great.
That's good. That's good.
so. Where you want to start, Miss Ma'am? You want to start with your introduction of yourself, what you do, what you getting ready to really fully accept your purpose of being.
Um. Well, I don't know. Where you want me to start?
I don't know. An introduction just
Okay. Well,
sound
I'm her mom. Ooh. I'm Asia Wilson, aka Rachel Smalls. A lot of people know Rachel Smalls on Facebook as Rachel Smalls. I also am Words of Wisdom on Facebook because I do Words of Wisdom. I am in my Bible on a regular. I have not read live on my Bible in a while because I have no direction. He has to tell me what's next. I'm waiting on what's next. So once I find out what's next, I'll be going live on there with what's next. Um, I do have a YouTube channel, Asia's Words of Wisdom, as well. You can check me what I'm reading the book of. I read the book of Jeremiah up until I couldn't read no more because I need some more storage space on my phone. Go figure. Um, so yeah, that's me. That's just I am, as you see, her
that
mom.
ain't all that's you. You missing some stuff.
Oh,
Like even what are your disadvantages at life? What's your main disadvantage?
well,
Let people make it aware because
anyways, I have multiple
yeah,
sclerosis,
thank you.
right?
Let's get
As
into the
you
nitty
know,
gritty.
so I do have a little bit of disadvantage, but I don't take it as what it is because I've been suffering through it since 2008. It is 2024, and I'm still up and able to move. When a lot of people with this disease cannot, they cannot move. They cannot do half the things that I still do, and I am just stubborn. I think that's what a lot of it is. I'm too stubborn to lay down, to sit down, to do nothing. I'm very stubborn. Um, so I'm very active as much as I possibly can be. I just got my baby just graduated. My first baby, I have two babies. My first baby, she just graduated from high school and from a associate's degree in college. So I'm definitely doing I'm on the up and up because all three of my girls that before my last one, all three of my girls they all got high school diplomas, and that's not normal in my particular family, but mine's got it. You know, uh, I broke in many curses as possible. None of my kids have had babies before they need to have babies. In my where I am in my generation of friends, I'm pretty much one of the last ones with no grandkids. I'm not 40, so I don't believe I need grandkids. Okay, don't want them. I mean, I do have grandkids, but my son he's almost 30, so that's fine. That's fine. You know, my stepson he's almost 30. He got 4 children, so I guess I am a no no. I refuse to be called grandma. Don't call me grandma. I am no no. I don't like that. So yeah, I'm a no no. And they look like, why you want to be called no no? Well, no no, not grandma. No no. Uh, but in other
No, no, not
countries
grandma.
besides the USA, no no is a word of grandma. So I'm just no no. I prefer no no. And my grandbabies, they know me as no no. I'm gonna always be no no. I stick with no no. And when they have their babies, I'll be no no. I'll be an 86-year-old no no. Still not a grandma. I don't think that's not my turn. I'm not grandma. I'm no no. They got grandmas, great grandmas. They want to call my mom grandma. That's fine. I'm not. I'm not that. No. But anything else you want them to know about me, Shari, besides my
No, I'm
stubbornness?
gonna let Kay ask her questions.
Okay.
Okay. I love that you just said that. Like it hit on another level with me, and it's like I find it just very amazing that you have broken like all these curses or whatever, just so they, because it's passed down, those trauma passed down to us, and I just love that about that, like about you. I love your energy. Like I feel the vibration is very high. I love it. I love that you kept going. You don't allow certain things that they label on us to, interfere with your life or whatever as well.
Right. Right. I don't like labels. Just because I got multiple sclerosis don't mean that I'm down and out. It's just another thing that I got to deal with.
Right,
Okay.
right.
So where was you born? Where you from? And a little about your growing up.
Okay. Well, was born in Roanoke, Virginia. I was raised in Roanoke until I was 3. Then I came up here to this lovely neighborhood that I'm sitting in right now until I was right now.
And this neighborhood is what?
I'll stay on. It's Dewey. I live West
Wrong
Dewey in
neighborhood.
Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
We're in Youngstown, Ohio. Excuse me. Yes, we're on the Dewey Street. No, because those who know. If you know, you know.
If you know, baby. Cause
And
for
a lot of
real.
people know. And ever since we didn't came back to this house, man, I had to put out a message saying, "Don't blow your horn at my house." Okay, I don't live outside. I don't like that. That irritates my soul to the utmost. When you drive by, just blowing your horn. We got a guest speaker. Uh huh. My
That's
my
Papa
daughter's
Bear.
cat. That ain't mine. I like dogs.
Me too. Me too.
Look, I did have kitty cats. I had a Samantha and a Matilda, but they ran away. And I
I'm
think
just terrified of them. I don't know.
so.
I love dogs. Like I always been a dog person.
My sassafras, she outside, but that's because the house is too full for her to be inside just yet. She'll be back in the house because she mad. She'll be all right. She'll be all right. That's my baby.
Yes.
Then Vicky, she's not kid friendly. She's not a friendly dog at all. I'm not even gonna lie.
She don't like nobody.
She's she's like the rest of the girls that I have with this guy. This guy, she's a daddy's girl. She listens to my baby father very well. She doesn't like. She's very protective of me. I would like to say she's protective of me instead of saying she's not, because she's not mean when she with other people. Directing her, giving her. But when she with me, she's snotty. She real snotty. She don't come talk to me. Don't come wave at me. Don't look at me. None of that. She real protective of her mama. But she is what I call them daddy girls. Cause my baby girl, she's a daddy's girl too. You know, all of my kids are daddy girls. They just not the same dad.
Hmm.
I don't think the world needs to understand that part.
Oh.
Um, So your sickness, like the good and bad. That's what some folks want to know. The
The
good and
good and
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Be real honest with you. I haven't had a bad episode in a while, so I don't even know what the bad could be. I mean,
You know what the bad is.
it
Your
can get.
experience with MS,
I mean,
ma'am.
yeah, MS can be very much though detrimental. It could put me down. It can make me be in the bed for a while. It can make me not move. I can, be real crunchy. I could be real. Uh, mm, I mean, I don't necessarily. I mean, you ask Shari what my bad
Because
is.
I'm about to say, listen here. She
Okay. You ask her
as
because
as one of well, as her eldest,
she
it'd
been.
be difficult to watch her like some days because he thinks she be doing good, but I'd be like, ma'am, you could be much better. But it's really just when her days be bad, like the bad weather, like she don't want to admit right now. I know her body hurting.
Not really. Not since I've been drinking this mushroom coffee.
Oh, she been on her health journey, y'all. So
Okay. That's
And
great. I
is
love that.
but
because my
yeah.
multiple sclerosis could be there. Definitely, it could be clarified with health changes, with food changes. I have a book that I should be reading that I have not read in entirety. But it's all about what you eat and what you don't eat, because food and with MS is definitely it can flare you up if you eat the wrong foods, and it can make you feel real bad, like my fried foods. I have a real weakness for my fried chicken. Oh Jesus. And my kids, they don't help me with that because one of my babies love my fried chicken, so I'm always frying some chicken.
And me and the baby is the same.
I ain't talking
You
about
can
that, but
never go wrong with
I'm not
fried chicken.
I
So it ain't nothing.
Right, but it's not always good for me. Fried foods is not really good for me. Eating out all the time is not really good, but I love to eat me some food out and not cook at all because I don't like it all the time.
So when you first discovered yourself having um MS and your doctors was asking what kind of symptoms you were experiencing,
Oh no, I didn't have any symptoms. I just went blind in my left eye.
well,
That's the only thing.
so in accordance, everybody don't have the same
No, no, no,
symptom.
no. Everybody don't have the same thing. There's two different kinds of multiple sclerosis. It's relapsing and remission. That's what I have. And then there's just
Wait, you just said relapsing and remission. That's what I have. You just said two words. Which one you have, remission or relapsing?
no.
Because
That's what it is. It's relapse and remission. That's what it, because it relapses
oh,
and then I come get back better. So it remisses.
okay,
And then
okay.
the other one is just in multiple sclerosis and regular multiple sclerosis with no relapsing and no remission. Those are the ones who have multiple sclerosis and they cannot fix what they have. They can't. Then nothing that they do will bring them back. I don't have that one. I have the one where I can come back. I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably, if they change their diet, they probably could come back. But the one that I have, there's always a bounce back. I've always had a bounce back, and even I mean, it does take away my walking skills a little bit, my movements and all that a little bit, but again, I'm too stubborn to stick with what they say. I just don't believe it. Like right now, I'm on a hiatus of medication. I just got off the last medication I was on, which is Coprovich, whatever, something like that.
Coprovich.
Yeah, it's a big the commercials. They always got commercials of it. I just got off of it because it's been making me it thinned out my hair. My hair was way thicker than this. Um,
Mhm.
my eye bounces from it because I can't read, because if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have an eye patch on, but there's nothing wrong with my eyes, really nothing wrong with it. It's just that it bounces when I read, and it kind of irritates my reading skills. That so that and so I and that's a side effect of the medication. And when I get the side effects of any medication, I'd have been on 12. Pretty much every medication of MS they have, I've been on it. And if I feel any kind of side effect, I will get off of it immediately. I
Right.
will not. I do not. A lot of people look like the doctors. They look like me like, well, why are you just, you're just going to drop it off? I am. Because it's not, if I don't feel like it's doing me in my body any good changes, then and it's making bad changes come about. I don't need to be on it. I don't. I will change my medication in the 2.5 seconds. And right now, my doctor like, well, you don't want to get on a new medication, ma'am. I need my body to go ahead and figure out what he wants to do first, because I don't just jump from medication to medication. And I think a lot that's what a lot of people do, and they shouldn't. You shouldn't jump from medication to medication. You need to let your body get back into its own accordance before you go ahead and decide to get on another medication. Because a lot of people do that, and I'm not a jumper. I won't jump from one medication to the next. I have to, and I got to do research on that medication before I even think about getting on it. I'm not just about to just say, "Oh yeah, sure." No, not me, not I. No.
A comment was made, self-medication. What ways have you found to self-medicate?
I take vitamin D. Vitamin D is one of my medications that I take a lot. Vitamin D is my self medication. Food, what I eat is self medication, and the good Lord, Yahusha. I pray to the Lord every day. I talk to him daily. We get on the ground. I'm always on me and which I'll say Jesus is best of friends. We the best of friends. I'm always talking to Jesus. I'm always in my Bible. I read. Um, they say meditation. If that's what you call meditating, then I meditate. I sit back. I reflect. Um, I keep joy around me. Children. I can't. I mean, I love kids. I love children. I have tons of God, tons and tons of God children, and I love them to death. I love my God children.
I'm sorry I'm late, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's my fault. You know what I'm saying? So can if I'm tapping in
Oh,
right,
yo,
you were giving us some.
is-
Hey man, I see you. Hey. All right. You was giving us some of your symptoms and telling us how it is on everyday life. Now, Rari, as a child, right? Did you notice the illness in your mother? And if so,
yeah,
how did it affect you
yeah.
personally?
When my mom like was basically done, well, be even before, like I noticed things about my mom, like she didn't have energy to do a lot of things that she used to do with us, and I felt like when I was in my youth, I definitely felt some kind of way about my mom being ill.
Mhm.
Even more so when I had to be one of the main people to basically my mom. Like that's not something that you want to see as the older child. Like your mom just don't got no help,
Right.
so
Right.
you automatically make yourself that person of I can't witness this, and
Mhm.
I'm not. Even now, like my mom know, like I don't even like when everybody help my mom.
Okay. All
No,
right.
she don't.
So, mom, is this a
Very
difficult thing
fish with.
living with day to day? Is it difficult? Have you gotten used to it? Is this something that you could get used to? Will you ever get used to this?
Probably not. No, I'm too stubborn to get used to it. What I need to do is I need to go to physical therapy. I definitely know I need physical therapy, and I am too stubborn. And they've been telling me physical therapy for years. Vicky, really?
And when she say they, she don't mean her doctors.
Yeah, she mean y'all, the family,
Yes.
the important people, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so look, let me ask you this, man. I heard you say that you were weaning yourself off of the medicine, right? Can you explain some of the side effects of the medicine and also the dangers of you weaning yourself off the medicine and against doctor's orders, with your stubborn self?
Well, myself off the medicine. The doctors don't ever say nothing about that because it's my decision at the end of the day.
Okay.
Off of it, only normally I weaned myself off of it because it felt like I had a constant cold. To have a constant cold is very irritating. My nose is running all the time. I'm always feeling sick. I would stay freezing, and my daughter know that for me to be out this long without I'm cold is good because I
Mhm.
was always cold. I was always sick. My eyes started bouncing, and air was thinning. It's like it came in, it became a little too much. It's more of an issue to have a common cold than it is to not to deal with MS. You know, I'd rather deal with the MS than feel like I'm sick on.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So is it okay, so some diseases is a flare up or it's like episodes every now and then. How is that with your particular situation? You know what I'm saying? Is it an everyday thing? Is it a flare up thing like lupus? Yesterday, it was Lupus Awareness Day. So we
Yeah,
learned a lot about lupus and its flare ups.
I
Mm-hmm.
did. I seen that, but no, our disease is not the same. Not. Mine is. I mean, they're both autoimmune disease. Don't get that wrong. But that's one of the similarities we do have. However, my autoimmune disease, her autoimmune disease, hers affect her organs. Mine's affect my brain and my spinal cord. So
Wow.
that's the difference. My brain my brain is stubborn. So that's what it. I mean, if it was my brain, I think I'd be fine. But being that it's in my spinal cord, that's where that's where the most flare ups will come in, is in my spine, not in my brain. Um, my spine, when my spinal cord, it affects my handwriting. I'm right handed, and it definitely, I can't do right hand things anymore. I used to be a braider. I miss braiding. I can't braid anymore. I still, as you see, I still do hair though. I
Okay.
got hair. I can still flat iron sometimes. I can't really do my own hair, but other people, I can still do my little girl, my baby girls. I can do her hair a little bit. I can't braid it like I would, but I still flat iron it, put ponytails in her hair and all that other stuff. But it affects like my right side. If my right side is the side that it affects most, which I wish it was my left side, because if it was my left side, I'd probably be just fine.
First of
But
all, from being left-handed out of line, that's one. You know what I'm saying? But two, okay. So
Okay.
with this, right? Give us the public, right? Give us some advice on how we can better both one, educate ourselves on this, and two, help deal with people with this.
well, with education, you definitely need to do research. Definitely, that's my main thing. Is I'm always figuring something out. I'm always reading up on something. I'm always, doing anything that has to do with multiple sclerosis. I will research it. I will read it. I will figure it out. And now as far as for people to understand it, I don't think they can. I'm gonna be real honest. It's not something that you can understand, because it's some days you're on, and then when you're off, you're off. Like when I'm off, I'm off for at least a week. I will have to get steroids. When I have to get steroids, don't touch me, don't talk, don't do anything, because I'm steroids. It throws my whole system off. Out, and it hurts.
Mhm.
It definitely hurts to touch. And my kids, they understand. My baby girl, she just now realizing that, because I get that done at home. I don't go to the doctor to get it. Because like the girl, she was said something about infusions. We do get infusions, but that depends on what type of medication you get. Because you can have medication where it's just shots, where you give yourself shots, to get pills. You can take. I didn't done it all. I didn't did shots. I did pills. I
But you
didn't.
spoke on, let's leave the medicine to them, right? You spoke on eating habits, right? Can you get into the eating habits, and is this a lifestyle? Can the way you live your lifestyle affect how this illness affects you, or is just get it how you live and every day you wake up and you got to
No,
deal?
your lifestyle definitely affects how you
I
live.
was gonna say, for a person experiencing like I would say one thing that MS has affected my mom is her hustle. She can't just get up and move. So right now she depending on like government assistance, and it ain't worth it. So,
Man, you ain't got to tell me.
like,
Yeah, I definitely can't. My hustle is definitely a little bit cracked, but I'm gonna figure something out because I might be definitely never out.
So speaking of that, right? I know, Ryrie, you say you're very protective. I know y'all spoke on the dog. The dog is very protective, right? Mom, speak on the importance of that support system. That don't fuck with my mama. That's my mama. I got my mama. You know what I'm saying? Speak
No,
on the importance of that and how it makes you feel that you have such a protectful, don't you better not play with her. We got you. Speak on the importance of that and how it makes you feel
well,
having.
I definitely have a great support system. More than my best friend, she's definitely protective of me. My best friend, he's definitely protective of me. Um, so my as far as support system goes, I definitely have a strong support system. Like if I need something, I can just give a phone call to certain people and be like, hey, I need this. Can you do this for me, or can you do that for me? Because I can't drive no more. That door that hurts. That really hurts because not driving. That used to be my space of clarity. That's where I used to go. And when I got mad, I would go get in the car and just drive away. Now you have to sit there and you have to put up with it. But my support system, like if when I'm in desperate need, I definitely, like she said, she's one of my biggest supporters. Because she's with me all the time, and I make sure that she's good, because if she good, then I'm good. If she not good, then we got some problems. So I'm very protective. I'm still a protective person over my support system. All of my support systems, all the people that support me in what I do, everybody. I'm very protective over, and they call me. Some people call me a psycho, but it's okay. It's okay. I could be that. I'll be that psycho because if it ain't fitting right and if it ain't sitting right, something's wrong.
You also an author too, right?
No, I'm not an author, just a reader. I probably should be. I probably could. I need to, because that's not the first time I've heard that. I've heard of me being an author, and
she be once in a
You
while.
like you have a very good book and documentary on what you go through.
yeah,
That is a very good book and documentary.
I don't know I'm supposed to be writing. I'm supposed to, but being the fact that my laptop got messed up, it's kind of hard.
You can do the voice notes.
Laptop. Oh, don't look at me like that.
At you like that because you keep up this laptop. Gonna get a new one.
I did never said I wasn't gonna get a new one.
One of these days, but
I'm
can rock with the voice notes. When just whenever you get up, like I do, because I rap, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be walking or I'll be talking with my people and something will come in my head. I'll leave out the room and I'll go say it in a voice note and then I'll listen to it back later and write it down. You heard me? You could do that until you get your laptop. I got you, Ryrie. She ain't gonna make no excuses. I got you.
I write mine down as well. I
Yes,
keep a
it's like
notebook right beside me under my pillow when I'm sleeping too, because yeah.
it's like a brainstorming all the time, and it's like
yeah.
you can't have
That's
a pen. What you
constant.
say, ma?
That's constant. When you have something in your brain all the time, that's constant. I'm always
Now,
thinking.
now, altogether, how long have you had this illness?
Since 2008.
Since 2008. What's the most important thing that you yourself have learned about that the illness?
Don't give don't give up, and then don't feel bad that you have to deal with what you have to deal with. Like a lot of people feel bad in the situation, and
Mm-hmm.
when you don't feel bad, it gets worse.
Mm-hmm. And
So,
do you is this something that okay, like now, all right, I'm 39, right? So next year I gotta go take the finger test, right? Do everybody know what I'm talking about?
no,
yeah, I do.
no, I don't have no idea.
Yeah.
Don't
You know,
Yeah.
you know, So, I just, oh my God. Okay,
Nothing.
Yahweh be with me right now. Anyway, okay. Is it anything that you do to see this, or any test that you take, or is it any time that the men in our 40s with the finger stuff? And it's, first of all, let's start there, right? It's been years, right? It's all this AI and all this other stuff. It should have been a better way that this test should be ministered. It's some personal happiness from
No,
these
there's no other
doctors.
way to test it. I'm sorry. It's unfortunately the best way to do it is to find out through the finger test.
Right. But
That's
I mean, with all this money and all these smart people, I mean, years ago it should have been a better way to 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 keep a man a man. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
Like,
you're still a man. You are still a man. It is very.
man, look, if I'm gonna have it, if I got it, or if I don't, I'm gonna still have to live. So I don't even think I'm gonna get it. Though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if I got it or not, I'm gonna still have to deal with it. So I don't even. And then why they gotta put you to sleep? You see what I'm saying? Like, oh hey, all right, we gotta change the subject. All right, moving right along. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along, right?
Before you start, Miss Griffin, it is MS. That was the illness we was talking about.
Okay, yeah. So what is some advice that you can give the public on how to, instead of, I know you talked about educating yourself on how to better deal with people with this illness?
To have understanding. Everybody who has multiple sclerosis does not have it the same way. Some people can still move, still do what they want to do and how they want to do it. Some people cannot. You have to have understanding and don't demean people. Don't demean them because of what they have. Doesn't mean that you know, because they deal. Everybody with MS has a different case of MS. There's not one person who has the same situation as the next person with multiple sclerosis. I don't know. Like, I see a lot of people most of the time when you get diagnosed with multiple sclerosis older. I caught it at a young age, and that's not normal. You know, I mean, sometimes it's people when you have it at a younger age, but it's not normal for you to have it at a young. Normally, times when you catch it, you normally catch it in your 30s. You catch it in your 40s. You catch it in your 50s. You don't catch it in your 20s. It's not you don't have it in your 20s. They just don't catch it in your 20s because it's not notable. It doesn't, it doesn't react the same when you're in your 20s. And everybody with multiple sclerosis, no, there's not two people with the same. You're not going to. So you just have to have understanding that it's different for.
Can you take us back to 2008, right? When you found out, how did that change your life?
It didn't. No, because when I found out, I was still doing what I wanted to do. I was still able to move. I was still able to do everything. It wasn't until I got on medication that's when it started to affect me. And if I would have known where I should have went to the Cleveland Clinic to begin with. If I would have had those kind of things, I probably wouldn't have been put on that kind of medication.
Real fast, Miss Griffin, because I really don't know how to pronounce her first name, and I don't want to mispronounce it. She said,
"She Miss D. She about to be part of the family too, y'all. We just
okay.
we working out the kinks, but this is Miss D. She has a difficult name, so Miss D. But she coming to the 24/7 Grand INC family with her own show when she gets some more time.
Well, yeah, she said, thank you, prayers. Thank you. I need to hear from you. My daughter has MG, which falls under the same umbrella. You are helping me. Thank you for your willingness to speak on this.
Yeah, I mean, multiple sclerosis and MG, I do think they do follow because it's the autoimmunity in it. And what if your daughter is just now getting it and she's working and she's doing everything that she needs to do, tell her to change her diet. Tell her that she needs to go vegan. As funny as that sounds, you go vegan, get off of the meats. You don't eat beans. Even though people would look at me like I'm crazy, the beans is a legume, and you shouldn't eat legumes. I don't eat beans often. A lot of people looking at me like, you don't like beans. It's not that I don't like beans, because trust me, I grew up with eating beans. Okay.
Yeah, we love some beans.
I can eat. So I like beans, but legumes are bad for me. They're bad for your system. You should, So if it is like kind of like MS, it's MD. I don't know it's too much about it. I have to do my own personal about that. But what you want to do is you want to change food. You want to stop eating starches,
Mm.
stuff to stay away from.
Not the church.
You know, you have to change what you eat.
Okay, so this is conspiracy theories, right? Give us some conspiracy theories, some things that people presume about the illness, but are not really true.
Death. A lot of people say MS and they see death, and that takes my soul. I am not going to die because I have multiple sclerosis. I may die because of multiple sclerosis, but I'm not going to die. In fact, multiple sclerosis is not what doesn't kill you. You die of old age.
Mm.
A lot of people, when they see MS, they think death. That's not it. That's not true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Die with it. You don't die because of it.
And for other people living with the same illness, right? Give them some motivational work because you look like you handling, like not look like you are. You just like a soldier, like you just standing on business. You got your steel toe boots on. I'm trying to find out what size you are because I need to borrow them because life in over here. And I need some. I
Well,
need some new standing. I'm over here in Crocs trying to stand on business. I can't. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So won't you? Not even people with it, just everybody. Like, cause you motivate me. Like, how you stand on business? Like, what size boot you wear?
I wear the biggest size you can possibly find. I mean, I don't. You cannot let life slow you down. You can't let live with life inconsistency be inconsistent to you. It may happen. Things happen, and things happen all the time. But you cannot depend on the things that happen to determine who you are. You got to be who you are and stand on it. You got to stand on who you are, and I stand on me. I stand on I stand 10 toes down all the time. I can't let it get me down because I did. I let it. When you first get the situation, you know, when I first started going through it, not even when I first started getting the situation, when I first started going through, and I started seeing it taking my not my friends, my fun away.
Oh, I wish I can heart this.
It got me down for a minute, but I did something that a lot of people think is stereotypical, and I went to go see a therapist, which is something that I tell everybody. You know, hey, if you can't deal with it, go see a therapist, go see a psychiatrist. Why? Because it is something that is mental. Stop asking your family because but they have a preemptive conclusion about you already. Go talk to somebody who don't know you.
Miss D, I'm sending you an air hug so much.
You know,
I'm
you
sending
got to
an
go
air
talk
hug.
to somebody who don't know you. And when you talk to somebody who don't know you, they'll show you some things about yourself that you thought was a weakness, but it's actually a strength that is strong in you. And I learned that, and ever since, you know, I went through 4 of them. I'm not even gonna lie, I went through 4 therapists.
And that, hey, that's some
What
true.
keep?
I ain't
What
know
keep?
nobody.
What?
My therapist.
But again, but I always tell Sherry, sometimes you need to go see somebody else because I have a presumptive. I already know you. So sometimes when you come to see some advice, I might not give you the proper advice because I know who you are. Go talk to somebody who don't know who you are. So it's okay.
Trust is a big thing, though, man. She trusts you.
Yes, but you have to go sometimes and talk to somebody you don't know, and you have to learn how to trust them because
Hey, me, I don't need an advice. I just be needing somebody to yell at for a little.
well, yes, we know.
Keep the blood boiling and flowing. Huh? Ain't that cool? Oh my, it's a setup. It's a setup, man. She just be using you, you know what I'm saying? But that's cool. You know the truth now. You dig? It's all good.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
man.
I don't think she needs to see a therapist because if she did, I would tell her, hey, ma'am, I can't help you with that. You need to go talk to somebody else. But most of the time, it's something I can help her with. It's just because
I would
let her
definitely
get her
make sure she
frustration out.
adds you, Miss Griffins, so that y'all can be acquainted some more.
And
Because
that's her daughter on the picture too.
oh,
That's who she's
back
talking
to
about.
real
Yeah.
fast, back to Miss D. So one of her comments was she is 12 and she is on a feeding tube now. She was diagnosed at 7, and she is now become
I'm
immobile.
gonna tag y'all, Miss D. She was on the album with the elders.
Miss
But
D,
tag y'all in that episode so y'all could get, because
understand,
she she kind of she
right?
took us through her life and the life of her daughter and what they go through and everything. So I'm gonna tag all y'all in so y'all could get previous, and but she is part of the 24/7 Grind INC family, so she's gonna be dropped in the group chat, so we all good. But what you was asking her, right, Reed?
Oh no, I was letting her know that I'm gonna make sure I add her personally. I'll make sure my mom add her, because another thing about for y'all know, for me, community is very key for me. And
She has a nonprofit organization as well.
so when you say, like, when people say it take a village,
It does.
in my sense, it means we comfort each other too. It ain't just,
Man, Miss Ma'am, what are you doing?
so if she needs
What are you
somebody
doing?
to lean on, I can always be somebody to lean on, and she's offering me to be also her shoulder to be leaned on. So it's
Miss
like,
Ma'am,
yeah, like,
Miss Ma'am,
We are a family here. We are
what are you
family
doing?
here. So much. What is your motivation just to keep like the bad days, right? I don't want to keep dwelling on the negative. I just want to use your experiences for somebody that it can help on the bad days.
Question.
Where does, hey little mama, I can't, my bad, I can't see the do we gotta move on to a next question, or are we
No,
straight? All right.
fine.
Where does your motivation come from? How do you pick yourself up when you down and then do it again?
okay, Vicky, you will eat in a second, but we are doing something right now.
I'm hungry too, mom.
They my motivator. You see the big one and the little one. That's my motivation. That's my daily motivation. My children, they're my motivation. They motivate me to make sure, because without them, I mean, I need that motivation. They help me to motivate. With make sure, especially that one up there. She makes sure that she keep me on my toes all the time. So my motivation is to be sure that I'm be available for children all the time, all four of them.
So you talked about foods to stay away from. You see what I'm saying? The beans, the churches. Yes, then
The church.
red meat. Yeah, because I'm that broke my heart. But moving right along, you know what I'm saying? Tell us some foods that we should stay close to. You see what I'm saying? Especially with that illness. You hear me? What is your go-to snack? What is your go-to meal? What is your favorite snack? And give us, some
So
easy tips on how you have to control your diet. You hear me? I'm gonna give you the flow.
I don't have anything specific as far as the meals or anything. I'm still out of the loop. My diet is still sucky itself, but I have discovered a new snack I like. I like these coconut rolls. Very delicious. They're coconut. They're made with good sugar. They're made with good. They're delicious. They are delicious. I can eat it. I have to control myself with eating them. My please stay away from is probably my snack.
No, he said you said that already.
What?
He to help y'all out further understand what you want from her is that she started doing a lot of ginger stuff, like consuming ginger. Like fresh ginger, not like the powder stuff. Not no, she fresh ginger. She
Mm-hmm.
what's besides ginger? What else?
The thing.
Turmeric,
Yeah,
turmeric,
Yeah,
turmeric.
your little
my ginger shot.
Yes, your ginger shots.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
saying. The healthy stuff. The
my
Right.
ginger shots. I do take that's an immune booster. That's a little bit of cayenne pepper, some ginger juice, the actual ginger juice. I use cranberry juice. Not the cranberry juice that you go to the store, you buy, you put in your little drinky drink. No, the actual cranberry juice, the tart stuff, the nasty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Turmeric and some honey. That would be my immune shot.
And where can we find that the tart? Where can we, Whole Foods or?
You can find it at Walmart, but you got to look.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to look. You got to go.
You gotta look for raw cranberry juice.
Yeah,
It's raw, like
yeah.
Just like the raw honey.
yeah, we're like yeah.
All right, and everything is at the. You don't have to go to no special store, no special website. Everything we can find is at a local Walmart, right?
Right. Well, the ginger juice, I actually you got to get that off of Amazon.
Okay.
You know, Walmart.
Okay.
Get you and organically juice your own stuff.
That you could do too.
Yeah, that makes sense. I use I go to the fruit market and I make a lot of my herbal teas, like the same thing she just said. I drink turmeric every morning, like just to flush a lot of stuff out, along with ginger. It do well for the body.
Don't forget
And
to
the
put
cranberry juice.
turmeric. Don't forget your pepper. Please do not forget the pepper. That will
Oh
activate
yes, ma'am. Yes, I love
What
that.
does it activate?
pepper, black pepper.
What does you say it will activate? What? What does it activate? It activates the turmeric.
Yes.
I love it.
What?
That's why when you see the cayenne pepper or black pepper, but pepper, you definitely have to have some form of pepper to activate your turmeric.
Okay. Let me find out y'all in the cooking. But anyway, are you is this something that you born with? Is it something that's spreadable, or is it something that all right? Let us have.
No, you can't. The MS is not something that you're born with. It is not hereditary. It is not something that you can pass down from gene to gene. That's not what MS is, because in my family there's no one with multiple sclerosis on either side, my mama's side or my daddy's side.
Wow.
And so it's not hereditary. It's not something I could pass. It's not a gene I can give to my children.
Okay.
So I don't have to get them tested for it, because I know yesterday the girl said she got her girls tested to see if they was for it, but I don't get them tested for it. The only thing they got to get tested for is the sickle cell trait I have.
Mm-hmm.
The disease. So I have a trait.
So okay, some people have allergies and all that, like the seasons. Like me, I have allergies. So like in the spring, in the fall, in the summer, and all that, my allergies flare up. Is this like I know it's an everyday thing that you live with, but do you get bothered by it more in different seasons, or is just everyday?
No, it's an everyday thing to deal with. It doesn't affect during the. I mean,
yes, it do. Yes, it does.
Okay,
as somebody that watches you and experience, like the summertime getting ready to come upon us, she do so much more better in the summertime than she do all the other seasons, because the cold does have an effect on her body. She may not be.
No. Okay, so Miss D said, "Does the heat make it worse?"
No.
I think for her in her case, I feel like if she was living somewhere 24/7 where it was hot almost year round, she would the majority of the stuff that her falls, majority of her falls she experienced, I don't think she would experience, because her body would be more like comfortable.
Time to move to Miami. It's time to move to Jamaica. So like that there. You know what I'm saying? So you say it's not hereditary. You cannot catch it. It's just something that happens, right?
Right.
When it does happen, or when it did happen, right? What's the first thing that crossed your mind? Were you previous to this? Did you have to do your own information? Did you know what this was?
When it first hit me, my dad is blind, so I called my dad to find out if it's something that was hereditary through him, because he, not realizing that my dad wasn't blind because of a grease accident, but I didn't know that. But I just knew he was blind. I saw a doctor, and I was blind in my eye, and I said, "That's what I'm supposed to do." So I went to his eye doctor, which is and that's how I found out that I had multiple sclerosis. Because again, going blind in your eye, that's something that's because when you do this and you can't see nothing but in the right eye, and just like there was nothing there. Oh man, that was terrifying. I thought I was blind. I thought I was blind for real.
So like other diseases, right? Is like the quicker you catch it, the better they could treat it, or woo some shit like that, right? is this that type of disease? Like,
It's it's supposed to be, but I think it depends on which doctor you go see. Because
oh,
like
if you got your good, if you
when I
got the
went to,
these people insurance, or if you got our insurance, right?
I mean, yeah, yeah.
Basically, huh?
If you
Mhm.
ain't covered.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, if you ain't covered, it's gonna cost you some cash, but if you're covered, you're good.
And I was gonna ask that for the last question. Is this something that could be treated better here for, and not as good here for? Is it a racial thing? Is it a insurance thing? In your opinion, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
How
not. I don't really know. I saw the doctor here one time, and I did not like the situation. Uh, because the medication, like I don't like doctors who push medications. I don't like pill pushers. I'm not that like I will switch up my doctor in a split second if you do.
and you have that right?
I don't like pill pushers. So if you trying to push something on me, I don't like it. And that's the reason why I changed my doctor, because I went to when I changed to the Cleveland Clinic because I felt like he was trying to push all kinds of medication on me that I feel like I needed. I wasn't
The
suffering.
topic for another week, but go ahead.
I wasn't suffering through anything. I wasn't suffering. I was just went to the doctor because it said you need to go out there. Okay. So I went to go see the doctor, and the doctor was trying to push all kinds of pills on me. I mean, if they could have their way in what they wanted me to do, I would be on these 15 medications. Okay. And I don't.
All right now, okay, so is it children living with this as well?
I think there is children living with it. I don't know any personally,
All
but
right. Can you talk to the parents and them and give them that advice that you just gave us about don't be as I guess quick to take the medication, is other routes?
just because they say you need it, don't mean
You actually need, and
go find second opinions are always best, and that's with everything.
yeah, and I've said that's just not even just if you have
Right.
an actual disease. I think
That's just in general. Always go see
yeah.
one doctor, because
Mhm.
I
A lot of addictions come from doctor prescribed
pill pushers like
medication.
my youngest baby, when I went to go, I had a gynecologist. He was a male gynecologist. I didn't like him, but he was one of those gynecologists because I have multiple sclerosis. He felt like I needed to be on the medication. Like, well, you have to be on the medication. No, I don't. I mean, at that time, I wasn't on the medication at all. I had. It's been at least 2-3 years, but without a medication when I got pregnant. I didn't have any medication at all.
Mhm.
Which is honestly why I feel like she got pregnant. You ain't had nothing.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a wait, but we're not gonna go into that. That's another show. Leave that right there, right in your head. Go save that and lock it. Save that backhand, lock it. Because in 2 weeks we're gonna get on that, right? But is this a curable thing, Ma?
Yeah.
Multiple sclerosis, I don't think it's not curable. I think it's changeable.
Hey, any disease is a curable disease when you eat right.
Right.
Mm.
With the diet, with the proper diet. However, it's not necessary that it's curable in people's eyes. It's changeable. It's a changeable disease, so you can change for the better or you can change for the worse. And I'm trying to change for the better because I got this little baby that I got to keep going for.
I can't say who, but somebody told me for every illness is a cure in a plant on this earth. Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
I know the person that introduced me to that, he dead, but we know that man was that nigga. So
yeah, but this dude's still alive, and he told me that it's everything that is good because all of this stuff is man-made.
Yes.
Everything from the common cold to all that is man-made, but that's another subject too. That's another subject too. You know what I'm saying? But it's all in what we allow in our bodies, and then the effect that what we allow in our bodies takes on our body that causes the diseases. It's not exactly what we eat, it's what's in, well, it is what we eat, but it's what's in it. You see what I'm saying? Because as flat teeth people, we're not supposed to eat meat. It's like nature. The people who's supposed to eat animals and all that, they teeth sharp so they can bite into it. The people who not, or the species who not, have flat teeth. We're supposed to be eating plants and shit. We're not even supposed to be eating meat. You see what I'm saying? But go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm saying you were right, because we're not supposed to be eating meat.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I can't tell y'all who, and I know who y'all talking about too. You see what I'm saying? So rest in peace to the real one. You know what I'm saying? But before we get out of here, I want Kia to bring us out with some last word. Well, Mama first, and then Kia to bring us out with some last words. You hear me? You all go right. First, Mom.
I would say to all my people watching, keep the faith, keep up your good enthusiasm, and don't never quit. Keep going. No matter what the situation is, keep going. Go ahead, baby girl.
Yeah, like she just said, keep going. And I love this. Like, I love this story because she know what's right for her, and she still continue to enjoy life. No, like, no matter what she want to do, she continue to enjoy life or whatever. She have great energy, a great positive vibration, and I'm just sending peace, love, light, and healing to everybody. And this your girl, me ride.
Every day that I wake up, don't talk with this cake up. Man, too many favor, too many favor. Don't try me in the favor. I can't help that you favor, help that you favor. What you talking on a labor, you better.